Hello, I am Yogini Sunita, and this is Meditation, Yoga, and Stuff podcast. I believe my Dharma or my life's purpose is to share my understanding of meditation, yoga, and Ayurveda, holistic healing science of India. I make these amazing wisdoms accessible and adaptable for present times. So let's start.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. Today I'm going to discuss 4 pillars of Ayurveda on which our life, we can build our life, or it is considered these are 4 pillars of our life in Ayurveda. And this topic came up because I recently offered 2 certifications in Ayurveda. These were online certification. First was Ayurveda Lifestyle Certification. Ayurveda Lifestyle Consultant certification is basically you become a consultant on Ayurveda's lifestyle. The courses go for 4 weekends and material is provided 4 days before. I also give a lot of free stuff with that so that it will help you to prepare for the course. Also, it will work as a support as a course. And then also you get to keep the recording for 6 months, so you can actually go and visit the recording again if you want to. And the second certification I offered was Ayurveda Wellbeing Certification. And Ayurveda Wellbeing Certification is on the similar basis, like 4 weekends live via Zoom, and you get a lot of material, a lot of information, and I share all the wisdom of Ayurveda. And also you can do this in your own pace as well. So that option is also there because you have recordings for 6 months. And when I was teaching these both courses, a lot of discussions came up about how beautiful Ayurveda's understanding of how to live life. It is science of life. So Ayurveda means science of life, and it is, even though it is roots of it is ancient, it is amazing like how it is so applicable for this modern time. And these principles of 4 pillars of Ayurveda, we can say, are Dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So Ayurveda came into existence when humanity started settling down in cities, and that time the wise ones came together and they realized that there needs to be some discipline in our life to live comfortably and healthy life in the cities. And they realized that we had to now take special care to look after our digestion, look after ourselves. And that's why Ayurveda's daily routines are fantastic. Also, Ayurveda's understanding of our digestive fire is really amazing because according to Ayurveda, our gut health is absolutely important. In fact, according to Ayurveda, almost 98% of our diseases are due to wrong lifestyle and wrong food for our Ayurvedic constitution. And so the gut health is very important because a lot of diseases start there. So what is this artha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, the 4 pillars I'm talking about? So these pillars, basically, let's take the first, dharma. So word dharma is, we can call it life's purpose. We can call it the purpose of our human life. Sometimes it is translated as religion and many other things, but the meaning of this word is dharma is our life's purpose. And it is believed that every human's life purpose is to move towards enlightenment. But while moving towards this enlightenment, we may have different avenues or different ways to reach this enlightenment, because all of us, we all have unique paths. So our reaching towards enlightenment may be very unique. For example, a farmer may reach enlightenment to create cultivating amazing healthy organic food, and finding his connection with the mother earth, and literally becoming one with this, tilling the land, treating mother earth with a lot of respect, and creating this amazing beautiful connection with the nature. And that could give him really peace and calm, and that is the way he's moving towards his dharma. Now, dharma is always more than our selfish purpose. So it is always about helping others. And so this concept of dharma is absolutely profound. And that is a first pillar according to Ayurveda. So once we understand our life's purpose, it really, then all energies can direct towards that. And we have this now something to move towards. But don't start feeling that, oh my God, I don't know my life's purpose, or how can I search it, and all that. This is where the meditation practices, stillness practices are very handy. So start practices which will bring you peace and calm in your life. The more your system is in peace and calm, the more you can hear the inner wisdom. And this inner wisdom is going to guide you to move towards your dharma. So trust in your inner wisdom. And to do that, we need to calm our mind. And to calm our mind, we need to have some tools, maybe a gentle asana class with meditation practice, pranayam practices with meditation practice. These are some of the examples. Now, your stillness practice may be your unique practice. So you may like maybe Tai Chi, and that could work for you. Or you may like the Bhakti Yoga, where you completely devote to the divine. Maybe singing is your way of reaching to the divine. Whichever feels right for you, connecting with divine through this stillness. And when we become still, we actually start seeing clear picture. So I suggest that starts your calming down your system, start bringing in more rest and digest mode in your life. The more you will do this, the more the purpose will reveal, or your dharma will be revealed. So this was one pillar. If you want to learn how to relax and how to bring peace and calm in your life, I am offering a certification course. This course I'm offering is called Restorative Yoga and Yoga Nidra Teacher Training. Restorative yoga is one of the beautiful way to relax your whole system. So what we do is we hold poses for a really long period of time, longer than our regular asana class poses. And we hold these poses with a lot of support. And the effect of this practice is that it is very healing, it is very therapeutic, and it helps us to go deep into state of relaxation. And Yoga Nidra is one of the kriyas of yoga, or techniques of yoga, which helps us to go really deep into the state of our consciousness, where it is a deep relaxation. So Yoga Nidra has also concept of sankalpa, that is setting intention for the practice. And that combination of these two practices, restorative yoga and Yoga Nidra together, is a very powerful tool to move towards stillness, move towards de-stress our life, or remove stress from our life, I should say, and also bring a peace and calm in our life, which is going to be on 3rd and 4th of December. And this course is live via Zoom. It is on Sydney time, but recording will also be available for you for 2 months, so you can do it in your time. For yoga teachers, I am offering CPD points. If you are not yoga teacher but curious about how to relax, you can still do the course. I can give you certification of attendance. So Feel free to explore that as well. It's on my website. I will put the link into the show notes so that you can easily find it. So the next pillar is artha. Artha means abundance or prosperity. So because it is householder's life, according to Ayurveda, artha is also very important. This is one of the pillars. So because it is householder's life, and if you are living in city, you need to pay the bills. And if you have constant worries about the bills, if you're not able to sleep with these worries, then it is going to affect your health. So understanding that, having a financial peace and support is really important. So when we understand that, and when we start bringing that in our life, we can really bring that stillness and calmness. I'm not talking about being materialistic. I'm talking about living comfortable life, where if your bills are comfortably paid regularly, if you have roof over your head, and food in your belly, then the stillness practices make sense. Otherwise, that constant worry and it is very difficult to think about stillness practices when the belly is not full or there is no roof over our head. So how can we bring stillness at that point? So here Ayurveda encourages us to move towards understanding like the artha, the monetary support is necessary. And so we need to build that support. We need to be smart enough to have that monetary support. So this is, again, remember, this is householder science. This is a science for a family person. It is unlike yoga. It is all about living a comfortable life and still moving towards enlightenment. So moving towards our optimal health, and through that moving towards enlightenment. And so even though Ayurveda and yoga go hand in hand, this is a little bit difference here, that Ayurveda encourages us to have a comfortable life, whereas and have monetary support and accumulation of wealth. Not too much, no hoarding, but at least have that comfortable life. And where yoga encourages us to renounce everything and maybe move towards Himalaya. So this is a small difference, but both of them are about reaching towards enlightenment. Path is different, but the end result is same, moving towards enlightenment. The next is karma. Karma means pleasure. So the pleasure through connection between two people, the sexual pleasures, and beauty around us, noticing that, wearing comfortable clothes, enjoying the beautiful aroma of essential oils. All this come under the karma according to Ayurveda. And since it is householders' life, since it is people with their families, Ayurveda is about that. So connecting with your partner emotionally, mentally, physically is absolutely important. Happiness of the family unit. So having that connection, that communication, love, compassion towards each other is absolutely important. And also, it's not just the emotional connection, the physical connection also matters. So the karma comes under that. And then moksha is about moving towards enlightenment. So that is the fourth pillar, where even though living a householder's life, we can still move towards enlightenment. So Ayurveda gives us opportunity to experience the joys of being human. These joys are having family, having comfortable house, having understanding that we need this to bring better mental health and stillness in our life, and with that we can actually reach towards enlightenment. So having the spiritual practices, and whatever the spirituality is for you is correct. Having spiritual practices, the practices, stillness practices is very important, and also surrendering to the divine, surrendering to to something which is bigger than us, and also it helps us mentally, emotionally to have faith somewhere. So whatever you believe in, moving towards that divine light. And all these four principles of Ayurveda are so profound, and they're basically pillars for our happy, healthy life. So, this is Ayurveda's approach towards these four principles: Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And when we start noticing that how valuable these information is, and how logical it is, because if you are not living life of renouncing, if you're living a life of a family, a householder, then we need to consider making sure that there is food on the table. And what if this food is then a good quality, where Mother Earth is tilled quite beautifully, and the connection with Mother Earth, the connection between the people who are living under this roof, then the connection between the society. If we have mental health, if we are peaceful, then the people around us will sense that, and we're bringing in peacefulness in community as well. And when we have higher purpose, our dharma, to help others, we are helping the community as well as we're helping ourselves. So this is how we can build beautiful communities, beautiful life. And this is understanding of Ayurveda, that how can we really bring our life with these four pillars, how can we bring our life to moving towards enlightenment. So when we have less worries, for example, when we have comfortable living, comfortable monetary support, then there are less worries. There is then happiness is there, about less stress. So it creates that peacefulness in the mind, and this calm and peacefulness creates that that happiness. We can start smiling, without worrying about the little things. And also, this doesn't mean that the people who are suffering through monetary issues at the moment cannot reach the enlightenment. That's not the point. The point is understanding that according to Ayurveda, moving to or having a wealth is not wrong. Having wealth is not wrong. And this is particularly, I would like to talk a little bit about this too. If you are a yoga teacher, please listen to this. That as a yoga teacher, I know that a lot of yoga teachers hesitate to charge for what they are offering. And this happens because in Wisdom of Yoga, we talk about offering service, yoga as a service. And that is true traditionally, but if you are living in city and if you have to pay bills, and if you don't charge for your services, how are you going to survive? And from Ayurveda's point of view, this doesn't make sense. This is the energy exchange is happening. You are offering them your 100% presence at that time, but then you're not charging for it. So there is something lacking here. And people also feel more comfortable, or more commitment is there when we charge them. So it is a both way exchange. So understanding that is very important. I have also had these questions in my mind, and over the period of time, the more and more I started understanding this exchange of energy, I realized that it is important as a yogi as well as a Ayurveda practitioner, that we need to charge for what we are offering. This is where the ethics comes in. Charging ethically and offering 101% or more in your courses. So the courses I offer the wisdom which is so deep and so amazing that it is life transforming to people. And these wisdoms we can share with the world because they are transformed our life. So as a yoga teacher, I suggest that please do not hesitate. Make sure that you are charging enough amount for your classes, for your services you offer. I know that there are amazing talented yoga teachers in this world, and we need to be acknowledged. Unfortunately, even now there are $30 classes floating around, and yoga teachers are doing that, which is not fair. So that's why this all spill about that. But again, let's go back to the four pillars. The four pillars is Dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So to move towards our Dharma, we need to bring stillness in our life. We need to bring more peace and calm in our life. And how we do that, it will be really unique to you. So find out what works for you, really. Maybe meditation might work for you, guided meditation might work for you, relaxation practices may work for you, maybe nature walk may works for you. Find a variation which helps you to calm down. And this stillness should come from within. When you start noticing the effects of this stillness, you will also start seeing your path towards your Dharma. You will start noticing that when you connect with your Dharma, or when you are on path of your Dharma, everything just clicks. But when we are not on this path of our Dharma, there is a big whack on our head, and the divine guides us towards Dharma. So notice what's happening in your life. Notice what is important to you. What is calling you. And when we bring stillness in our life, we can reach towards this calling in our life. And from the point of view of artha, having enough wealth to sustain yourself and your family, having roof over your head, having safe place to live, safe community around you, having good nourishing food on your plate. All this matters according to Ayurveda. So this will all come under artha. Good comfortable clothes, that will also come under artha. And then for kama, the connection between you and your partner, that physical, mental, emotional connection between you and your partner, that love and that compassion, that partnership, which is very important to grow together. The communication between two people should be full of love and compassion. There should not be anything hiding, and that kind of like a negative feelings there. And this is basically two people being totally one and helping each other to grow together. And it is possible when we start learning about each other, when we start really devoting our life towards each other, we can help our partner to reach to their fullest level, and they can help us to move towards that. So having this kind of like a beautiful relationship is very important. And this kind of relationship is never just emotional or mental. There has to be the physical element as well, because it is life holder's life. And so if you have intentions of having family and things like that, and maybe working with a partner, and that will help you to move towards a right direction. And those who are single people, my single people may be saying that, oh, it is good to say, but what about us? I truly believe that first we need to start with repairing our connection with ourselves, our relationship with ourselves. So let's all, even if you're in relationship, even if you're single. Let's start repairing our relationship with ourselves. That is the way to go. Once we are so comfortable within ourselves, we will be fine with any other relationship. So that the fear of relationship or whatever the reason holding you back in relationship will fall apart because you are comfortable within yourself. So sometimes we need to start working on ourselves, and when we start working on ourselves, everything clicks. So trust in that and continue maybe self-care, looking after yourself. Make sure that you're nurtured, you're cared for by yourself first. And then when the time is right, your partner will come in your life. So trust in that. And then moksha. Moksha is moving towards enlightenment. And moksha is something where, again, if you continue with the calming practices, meditation practices, stillness practices, correct yoga practices, pranayam practices for yourself, you will start noticing that it starts moving us towards a higher vibration. And this vibration is basically vibrating at a positive energy level. And the more we will do these practices, we are gently and steadily moving towards enlightenment. Remember, yoga is a discipline and Ayurveda is a discipline. So bringing daily practice like this, meditation or stillness practices, is going to enhance your whole being, and it is also going to take you towards moksha. I hope that this podcast helps you to receive what you want in your life at this moment. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here. For more on my courses, I will offer now the Ayurveda courses next year. But for other courses and things like that, visit my website. Take a look at those courses. Some courses are evergreen, so that means you can access them anytime. And some courses I offer live, which is via Zoom, or maybe next year in person, I don't know. But stay tuned, and you can do these courses from anywhere from the world. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that you're taking this time out of your day. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye for now.